back. We are now starting our next session, and I have a new guest. My guest is Lance Schaus. Now, he likes to say Lance Roy Schaus, but I just call him Lance. He's a good guy, but he's also the commander of the American Legion Post 22. And we've got a lot to talk about because many people don't know exactly what's going on with the American Legion. They don't know enough about the American Legion. So I just wanted to make sure that I brought him on and let you know what's going on with the American Legion. Lance.
Thanks for having me.
Hey.
Colonel, we appreciate your input.
I'm just glad to have you here because I know that I was at the American Legion when you took over the post, and I said, I know this young man is going to do well.
Kicking and screaming and clawing at the floor. No, I can't be, Commander, can't be.
But you've done it well, and I think this is your second year?
Yes.
And you're moving on. So with that in mind, there are a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about the American Legion.
It's really strange that we've been here as long as we have. We're the largest veterans organization in the world.
Okay.
And we should have far greater membership than we have. But we've run across some glitches, I guess, through time, and there are different people. Leadership styles have changed a little bit, even though we have the guide to go by. And we do the best we can. And I've talked to people every day that I see their hats and I say, thank you for your service, whether or not they know that I'm in the service. But I thank them always, and a lot of times I ask them if they know anything about the American Legion here in town. And some of them say, yeah, I used to join, or I went to a meeting once, but nothing happened, so I left. And I get a lot of that, and there's a lot of people who say, oh no, I didn't even know you had one here in town. But we meet at the VFW hall.
Okay.
And we have a really good understanding with them. We have a camaraderie, a brotherhood that you'd expect with veterans. But we use their facilities, and we help them in different things. And I recently started up a kind of a new, or helped.
Before you go on, when do you meet? When are your meetings?
I don't know, Thursdays, one Thursday a month at 6:30 in the evening. I think it's the fourth one.
It's the third Thursday.
Oh, it's the third Thursday, see. Thank you.
Third Thursday at what time?
Does that make you laugh?
Yes, it
You know,
does.
the more you laugh at my jokes, the more I'm tempted to come out with them. So.
Okay, third Thursday, and that's the VFW, at the VFW Post.
At the VFW. We'll be putting a sign up there.
For the American Legion. Mm-hmm. So if anybody is interested in joining the American Legion or becoming a part of it, if you're a veteran, just come on down. Now, I know that I used to look at things and say, and guys would tell me, well, I can't join the American Legion because they have certain periods where you could join. And if you weren't on active duty or during a war during this time, you can't join the American Legion.
Yeah, calendar periods, chronological. Yes. Yeah.
So what has happened with that?
There's been a change, a big change. There was periods when you could join and little periods where you couldn't be a member. But that's all changed now. Now, if you're a veteran, if you've served more than 24 hours and you got a DD 214,
okay,
and you got an honorable or medical or whatever, so long as you've been in 24 hours and you got a DD 214, and you were a veteran after December 7th, 1941, okay, then you can be a Legionnaire.
As long as it was after December 7th, 1941.
Yeah, it's an easy date to remember.
That would be anybody and everybody that's still...
Who's a veteran. Anybody who's a veteran, yeah. Yeah, it's wonderful. They recently passed another rule. We have people out there that travel around the country that are Legionnaires, and they don't get established where they move to, and so but they keep on paying their dues, and they're put into a thing called Post 100.
Okay.
And so those are the at-large membership kind of a thing. And one of the things that happens is now they automatically get us, if they live in this area, they automatically get assigned to us. So we will be contacting more and more people. We've already contacted some, and asking them to come down and give us a hand and help us rebuild what was a great organization, what is a great organization.
Okay.
And rebuild up our local membership. We've got people that are DAV members like yourself that belong to the American Legion, and we've got some DAV members that don't belong to the American Legion. We've got some people that belong to the VFW and DAV, and they belong to the American Legion. We've got people that belong to everything, and you can you can pile it up, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me how you can pile it up, Tom.
Well, you get busy with all of them. I know, like right now, I'm a life member of all of them, and I enjoy that. I enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy I'm glad to be a veteran. So,
Good
but
thing.
the thing we need to look at, and I want to make sure the audience is aware of this, is you meet on the third Thursday every month at 6 o'clock. And you meet at the VFW post on Homestead.
Yep.
Okay? So if anybody out there that's a veteran, definitely come out and join. What about an auxiliary?
Yes, we have an auxiliary. We have Sons of the American Legion. We have all of that. Our auxiliary cooks a meal for us the Friday after our meeting. So whenever our meeting is, the next night is Friday night, and it's a fundraiser for the auxiliary. The auxiliary goes around to different high schools and stuff like that and gives them what they ask for. We have a school in a middle school in the north end of town that they used to take the auxiliary, and I've been with them when we go sometimes. They take things up there to them that they thought they needed, and now they take things up there that they know they need, that they ask for. So rather than give us this and that and the other thing, rather than give us candy or broomsticks or whatever it is we're giving away, they say, why don't you bring us this, because this is more helpful to us. And so we do that now.
That's an excellent way to do it.
You know, find out what they need and fulfill their needs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been the volunteers' motto forever, you know.
No,
Find a need and fill it. I
think that's perfect.
That's how you build businesses.
Okay. Now, I know one of the other things that we have, being a member of the American Legion, we get a magazine every month.
Oh, yeah, every month.
And talks about all the things that are going on around the country. So we know that by looking at the magazine, and reading the magazine, there are a lot of things that go on around the country for American Legion. What is going on in our area? You know, you mentioned this one program with the auxiliary, but what else is going on with the American Legion in our community?
Well, the structure of the American Legion is that we have the local units.
Okay.
And then we have the district units, and then we have the state units that they call department.
Okay.
And then there's the national. And then I guess there's an international. I'm not real sure. I haven't gotten that far yet.
I don't know about the international.
But I have made it to a national
meeting. Okay.
National convention when it was in Reno, which
Okay.
is kind of in our backyard.
Yes.
So we went up there, and I get a lot of help from everybody I talk to, but they can't all be here around the clock to help me. But things are improving. Things are improving. It's lucking up. It's fun. There are hundreds of reasons to become a member, and we're happy that if you're a GI or a veteran, and you want to help out or get together or camaraderie, brotherhood, whatever. If you want to do those things, you want to be part of. I was talking to you earlier about how one of the things I love about being a vet is that we're already established as people that give to our country and give to our community, and we're already established as contributors to society. And if you want to continue to contribute, or you just want to join in and have some fun, get to know one or more of the groups. It could be the tail draggers, tail hook people. It could be the Marine Corps League. It could be the DAV. It could be the NRA. I mean, the alphabet soup out there is just ridiculous. So, yeah, it's nothing but fun. We have on the national level, we've got some programs that, while we don't do a lot locally for it yet, it's something we want to do. But there is a American Legion High School Oratorical Scholarship Program. I think he has that out there somewhere.
No, not that one.
Not that one? No. Okay. But they have the scholarship program, and when my host here and I were at the Junior ROTC Awards program, we got the benefit. We were allowed to, for other groups in our wing of the Veteran Services.
Okay.
We got to award some of the awards. Now, we have a post in I gotta go like this because my arm disappears if I go up there. So, we got to award, there's a Chapter 8 in Las Vegas that was working with some people locally that I didn't even know about, but I ended up going to this junior ROTC presentation, and the people from Chapter 8 didn't show up to make the presentation. So because I was in uniform and because I had asked to, and because I was willing, I was asked to present the awards to the junior ROTC, and that was a real pleasure.
And we were very pleased that you were able to do that, because it's always better, instead of having just the ROTC officer present it, instead to have somebody actually from the American Legion do that.
Locally.
Yes, and to have the local post right there. I presented the award for the Military Order of the Purple Heart, and very glad to do that since we have members here locally,
Right.
even though we don't have a chapter here locally.
And of course, they all know about us being the first county in the state to be designated. You've told them all of that?
Yes, they've heard that many times. I don't mind repeating it.
Please do.
That we are the first county in the state of Nevada to be given the designation of a Purple Heart County. And Pahrump is the first town to be a Purple Heart town. Now, we do have some cities that have the designation as a Purple Heart city, but Pahrump, not being a city and being a town, is the only one. So, yeah, that's for Purple Heart. But I want to talk today or tonight, we just want to talk about the American Legion, and we want to let everybody know, if you're a veteran, please come out and see what they're doing. Come to one of the meetings and just find out, do I want to be a part of this organization? And I think after one meeting, you'll decide, yes, I do. And you get a chance to meet the commander, you get a chance to meet the other members, the other officers as well. I think this is just a fine organization, and we need to come out and support them. Like he said, they're the largest organization in the country, and here in Pahrump, we don't do as well as we do with some of the others. But come back and join us in the next session, and we'll tell you more about the American Legion. Thank you.